Kenyon Martin, you out of line, bro. You way out of line. First of all, shout out to Uncle Sugg. Big ups to you, Kenyon Martin, for even, you know, considering yourself standing up to a brother like Uncle Sugg from Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I grew up with that king. And that king right there is different. That man that was standing behind you, letting you talk to him that way, he suppressed a lot of things in the past to be able to be on that show as well. So it's a lot of things that you don't know. Now, me growing up with him, I grew up with him when I was a kid. He was like probably a generation older than me. Every time he played basketball, he yelled out your name. Before he even knew who you was, he yelled out your name. He played like Kenyon Martin because he was a wild guard. Wild, jump, dunk, shoot, foul you, all that. And when he put his headband on like you, he really turned up. Now, this is what you don't know. That man always loved and respected your game and everything. Now, he made that comment of playing the dozens of joking. Now, let's go back to the beginning of why he said that's the stutter man or the dutter man. They were saying that you can run a podcast by yourself. If someone would ask you, Kenyon, would you run a podcast by yourself? You would say, nah, because of your speech problem. He was shining light on some truth, like LeBron James, Bronny James ain't ready to be in the league. You're not ready to run the podcast by yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Just regular conversation, and he started throwing the way that you talk. Me personally, 43 years old, been watching basketball my whole life. I never knew you had a speech impediment until now. The world never knew that. You brought light back to that. The world never knew that, bro. So when Sugg was making a small joke about how you speak and you can't run a podcast by yourself, I guarantee it wasn't over 300 people in that room. And you said he did it publicly. It wasn't probably even 100 people in that room. But you stated he did it publicly. And you chose to out him in front of millions, bro. In front of millions of people, you tried to out him. Now, I thought you was going to say he stole some money. He said something to your wife. He did. I ain't think you was going to say he was playing the dozens. He was cracking. We grow up cracking. We grow up seeing your mama smoke dope. That's why your daddy fat, your grandma this, and you want to crash out about, come on, man. I built this shit, me, brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk. Yeah. Like, come on, bruh. Another thing, you calling Sugg disloyal. When a man coming to you trying to apologize, now me, I never ever in my life seen a man blow another man off who's coming to him to apologize. I never seen a parent blow a kid off when they coming like, Dad, I'm sorry. Oh, man, I don't want to hear no sorry. He gonna be like, what you do, man? What you saying sorry for, man? What happened, man? Come here. If a man coming to apologize, he could have been apologizing about anything. He could have been apologizing about doing a lot of, he could have been apologizing about anything, and you chose to blow him off. His apology, though. I can see you blowing off somebody's compliment, but somebody that's coming to apologize, you have to understand what they did wrong. You can't come back and say, oh, we would have had this right then. Why you didn't hear me right then if you was loyal to me and you was showing me love? How you gonna say you loyal to a brother and I'm disloyal to you, but you will blow off my apology? Yeah, I was your friend. You was never my friend. I was your friend. Cleveland niggas, bruh. One thing about Cleveland, the whole world know, you make it out of Cleveland, you can make it anywhere. That nigga made it out of the mud. You understand what I'm saying? You never gave him anything. That man do work, and he told you that I did work for you. You never just put no money in my pocket. We not doing that. We can't be bought or sold in Cleveland, baby. I'm out here in Frisco right now. I'm out here in San Francisco. Yeah, working in the schools. Out the mud, and you can Google me. You can Google me just like you can Google Sugg. We got them mug shots too. However, yeah, we gonna make it out and we gonna figure out a way, bro. And the way we do it with grace and love because we know who God is and we know who the devil is, King. That was very, very wrong for you to do that. And you try to use it like Sugg is a bully. Sugg got a deaf nephew that he raised. Did you know that? Every family got somebody with a disorder. Speech impediment, weight problems, diabetes. We all got families that got that in our family, King. We all do. You chose to go at that king totally wrong. He chose to apologize to you in private. In private, you blew off an apology. And another question to you, Kenyon. Since you advocating for the people that speak that way, and shout out to the people that speak that way, you know, what do you tell a kid when they tell you that they face people that make fun of them? Do you tell them to crash out on them, that they disloyal? Or do you tell them, man, don't worry about that. People gonna pick with you about that, but it's up to us to be strong. You know, those people are more hurt than us by even shooting that hurt towards us. They're trying to hurt us. Hurt people hurt people. What do you tell the kids who you're speaking for? What do they do when somebody try to pick on them about their speech impediment? Do you tell them to publicly try to humiliate them in front of everybody, let them know, no, this is where I stand? The real is, I don't know those ex-NBA players' names, but they've been speaking your name. And they've been telling you they can get it up. They've been telling you you ain't this, you ain't that. So to make yourself feel a little macho man again, you go pick on a king who really just trying to make it out, still on that journey, bruh. Still on that journey trying to make it out every day, man. Every day. And you go up there and put him on national. You never put him up there to say, hey, this the guy that be editing the hell out this show. You ain't never put him on to say, hey, this guy right here, if y'all want some shit done, holla at Uncle Sugg. You chose to put him on camera for that, though, to tear the brother down. That's the shit right there that I don't respect. And we shouldn't respect. No, he didn't do nothing disloyal to you by being on the show saying that you can't run the show by yourself because you can't speak. We didn't know that. You mean to tell me your whole NBA career, a fan ain't never said nothing? You ain't never rushed the stands and threw a ball. He talking about my speech impediment. That's the line I cross. You ain't do no malice in the palace. You ain't never blew down on no fans and put hands in there. You ain't did none of that, bruh. You ain't did none of that about this speech impediment, but you want to put my brother, my Uncle Sugg out there? Hell no, I don't stand for that, bruh. Hell no, bruh. That man ain't stole nothing from you. You ain't lost no money by him making that joke. You ain't lose no sponsors or none of that. You try to fuck his life up. People probably don't want to rock with that dude, or somehow he disloyal and he come in your house and do what? He cracked a joke back in the day that you can't take today, before he even knew that you felt that way about it. That's why he was coming trying to apologize to you, bruh. That shit is not solid, man. That's not solid. That's why he chose to stand there and be humble and bask in it, bruh. Cause that shit was way out of context, bruh. You ain't disclosed why you blew his apology off. Never seen a man blow a man off when he trying to apologize. Man, I don't want to hear your apology right now. You don't even know what I'm saying sorry for. I don't care. You make it home, your house burnt to the ground. What up, King? You make it home, your house burnt to the ground, bruh. That shit corny. It's corny, super corny, always gonna be corny, bruh. I don't respect it. Kenyon, you owe that man an apology. You owe that man an apology for blowing his apology off and saying, damn, I could have been had this conversation with you, but I chose to blow it off. Disloyal. That man ain't stole nothing from you, not a sponsorship. You trying to kill that man's career. I don't want him nowhere around me. You know he worked for the production company. Now when you there, he can't be there. Like, what we doing? Like, what you trying to do to that man's career because he cracked a joke? Like, for real, let's be 1,000 with this shit, man. Let's be 1,000 with it, bro. You got way more money, you got way more access, and you got way more influence than that young man, man. You tripping, bro. You tripping. You way out of line, man. Nobody want to wake up going viral for cracking jokes. Comedians should have their way. Every comedian start having y'all way with that and see how he draw the line and don't mess with nobody, with everybody. Kevin Hart, everybody. Start having y'all way with, like, come on, bro. You talking about that, bro? Come on, man. You want to put a man up there and do that for that? Everybody, man. Everybody get at him. Get at him, man. Go holler at those ex-NBA players who was trying to get at you, and you chose to go at Uncle Sugg, King. You know? Peace and love, man. I hope y'all found this message very, very refreshing. I don't respect it. I don't respect it, bro. Don't respect the man say another man being disloyal after you blow the nigga apology off. How you loyal? You ain't even want to hear my apology. How you loyal to me? How you loyal to me? You said you ain't got no family. Nigga, I'm from Cleveland. Nigga, I ain't got nobody out. I'm out here by myself. Something happened to us, they got to fly our body back, nigga. Fuck you talking about? No, I ain't got nowhere to go for Thanksgiving, nigga. Thank you for giving me that. What type? That shit wasn't even genuine. How you throw up, nigga? How you throw something up you did out of love, bruh? Come on, man. It ain't love if you throw that shit back up, bruh. It's not love, bruh. It ain't love. Imagine the food that you loved and it digests. You don't throw that back up. It stay down there, it digests and it nurture. You never throw it back up, bruh. It's the shit that you really don't like that you throw back up, bruh. Come on, man. You ain't like having that dude over there. You ain't like having a solid nigga around you. And I bet you he wasn't nothing but a gentleman and honored to be around you that whole time. The only thing you can say about him is he cracked that joke. You can't say nothing that he stink, he smoked too much, he cussed. You can't say nothing about that king but this corny ass shit you using right here, bruh. Grow the fuck up, man. That's top tier light-skinned nigga shit right there. That was the top tier light-skinned nigga shit right there, bruh. Woo-wee. To do that, top tier. Top motherfucking tier. Peace and love.